Everybody remembers that zone roll. Hope you guys are enjoying this tandem review, something we never really do. There it is. It wouldn't be the ultimate danger zone video without an 8-pin now, would it? Would it? What's up, guys? Brunswick's back, and so are the Brunswick danger zones. Danger zone solid, danger zone purple ice. Back, new price point, and there's gonna be more coming in the future. One per year, that's the plan. So, what do we got different? No difference in the core. We get that cool danger zone light bulb core. Now we got HK22 Powerkoil 26 solid pearl. I can't wait to see what these balls do in the lanes for me with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see danger zones back in action in 2025. All right, we're gonna do something a little bit different with this review that we don't normally do. We're gonna work with both of these bowling balls in tandem and do this review from all the zones like we normally do, taking turns throwing each ball and seeing what we see. We got the black danger zone, the original in all its glory with an updated cover stock for today's lanes, and then we got the purple ice, which is gonna have a pearl version of that cover stock, which is HK22 Powerkoil 26, going back to the Powerkoil line of additive packages. So let's talk about that core, that danger zone light bulb core. The RG is 2.501 with the differential of 0.048. And this is actually one of the first reviews where I have thrown these balls already. If you watch the Brunswick video launch, yours truly is in that video. So I have thrown these balls a little bit. I kind of have an idea of what they're gonna do. And we're gonna go through the zones. I'm bowling on Crown Jewel, nothing changed there. Everybody's favorite house shot, 43 feet. A lot of oil in the middle, dry to the outside, just how we like it. Got SPECTO running, we're gonna start this out, move it in, and we're gonna get into this video. So I'm gonna throw 3 shots with the black, then I'll throw with the pearl, same zone, and then we'll switch it up and go pearl solid and just alternate like that. Does this sound good to you guys? Let's get to it. A little bit longer video, that's what we're gonna do today. So starting on 15, and cool ball, man. For anybody my age or older, remember the danger zones. That was a flagship brand and a flagship ball back in the 90s. Everybody remembers that zone roll. The ball just rolled heavy, rolled true, and was just the perfect matchup for so many bowlers. That's why it was so good of a ball back then, and now we're bringing it back. It was back for a while, about 10 years ago. We came out with it as a vintage ball. Decent flare, but this is going to be a very tamer version of what is still available in the line. So this is not gonna be the most hooking ball. This is gonna be in that range, kind of like vibes, you know, and we're also gonna give that extra ball a year to add to this line, similar to vibes. So, what could possibly come in the future? Combat zone, combat zone. You know I'm gonna be pressing for that. All right, let's throw another shot here. And this is kind of gonna be a little bit of a comparison because I'm gonna be throwing both bowling balls same time. Whoa, that still got some. Gonna get a lot of performance in this price point. You're gonna get a lot of nostalgia out of this price point. And the difference between the two, obviously one's solid, one's pearl. The danger zone black is a solid and it's got compound finish. And the pearl has got high gloss. So there's gonna be that difference in performance, length, that kind of stuff. And we'll see. We'll see maybe how the differences line up as we go. But I wanna individually do these reviews in the same video. Does that sound right? That sounds good. Giddy up. Huh. My gosh, what was that about? I had the 2.8 there for a second, and the next second, it's not there anymore. Gotta love that old zone hit, right? All right, let's switch it up. Let's get this thumb out of there, get it into the new one. Look how beautiful the pearl is. That color Beautiful ball. Let's throw in the same zone. Like I said, this is gonna be a longer video, and I hope you guys stick around for it, because it's gonna be fun. See how this ball does all the way to the end, all the different zones. Okay, we're seeing differences there. A lot longer down the lane. That one waited. So both bowling balls are gonna be good for house shots. Now, which one should you pick? Depends how dry your house shot is, what's your ball speed like. You know, maybe you like the Pearl more. Maybe you need something a little more length. Something that's gonna be a little more tame. There's gonna be a mild difference. Couple boards with these two, I think. Obviously tested these while I shot the video for Brunswick, my first video in so long. But I felt like it was my duty to be in the danger zone video. Good shot. We're gonna line this one up. That ball looks fantastic going down the lane, by the way. That purple, beautiful looking thing. It's almost like an amethyst almost. The colors are striking. When it comes to shelf appeal, that's a good looking ball. One more shot here. I'm gonna have to add some tape. It's been cold in Michigan. We got like 10 inches of snow last night. Whoa! Oh, get that 8-pin out of there. Beauty. Hard rolling ball. Not the most hooking ball, but I don't think you're ever gonna get this ball to roll out on you. So it's time to move. We'll start with the Pearl into 20, throw 3 shots, then we'll switch over to the black one. Ball feels good, starting to warm up. Get some blood back into my hand here. Get the feeling of it. Don't leave your bowling balls in your car. If you live in a winter area, that is cold on your hand, boy. Uh-oh. Ball's got some hook. Normally, I would want that ball to hold, but sometimes I get it in my head. Like, hey, it's a Pearl, it's shiny, it's gonna stay, it's gonna hold pocket. No, it's telling me the opposite. It's telling me to give it a little bit of room. Still bowling on a house shot, still plenty of friction. So let's give it a little bit more room to breathe. There. Okay. Might have thrown that a little bit harder. And like I said, when you get to a Pearl ball like that, especially with high gloss polish, you know, you got to find that in-between zone. So, don't throw it out too far, too fast. That's the plan. And watch, the danger zone, the black one, is going to be perfect in this zone, throwing like that. But here, I have to keep the speed down a little bit if I'm going to do that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Tipped a little bit harder and had enough to snap out that 10 instead of hitting flat. So, let's switch it out. Let's go danger zone, same spot. Throwing it on 20 and see. Always makes it easy when you got an interchangeable thumb. People are like, oh, why don't you just use 2 thumbs? Well, it's not the point of an interchangeable, at least for me. I like to have the same thumb in every ball because I can feel minor things. If anybody's seen my thumb hole, I got a lot of tape in there, and I'll never be able to duplicate 2 thumbs like that. No way. Oh, yeah, I felt like I was firm with that one. Came off the spot hard. So there is a pretty good difference between the two, with just that mindset of how I have to throw each ball. The danger zone was called the danger zone, and then the Pearl, completely different. I don't feel like I have to baby this one. I feel like I can just throw this one. This ball right here, beauty. This is like my growing up, my teenage years. Danger zone, combat zone, shoot, all the missile zone, battle zone, all the zones. Uh-oh, sapphire zone, hook. I'll roll it. That's 2. That thing's rolled 2 pins. Not mad. Might have to make a new shirt. Roll 2-pin king. No longer 8-pin king. We have graduated. Start rolling 2 pins with the same ball twice, 2 different zones. Starting to see a theme. One more shot here. Let's see if we can get another flush one, because that one was out pretty far wide. When it gets colder here in Michigan, the outsides tend not to hook as much. Hold, hold, hold. Bam. That zone, 20 board for the danger zone. Awesome. Now we're gonna move into 25, give it a little bit more swing, see what a little launch angle does for this. So when I bowled the video for Brunswick, I didn't get very far right. I didn't get very far left. So now I get to my review. I get to do whatever I want. And we're gonna go through the motions like we normally do. All right, here we go. Oh. That's tough right there. That is tough. I can see this being a mainstay in someone's bag. That kind of all-purpose killer ball motion that you want to have in your bag. Nothing that's crazy aggressive. I mean, it's pretty shiny, compound solid. Normally, I don't like shiny solids, but there's always exceptions to the rule. And when it's got that zone logo on top of the old zone logo, we can let it slide. Because I don't know if I would ever sand this ball. Don't sand this ball. Do whatever you want, but I don't know. This looks better shiny. It's in more. Trucking. Absolutely trucking. Yeah, this core just goes back, and when it turned into the elliptical core, you know, when they stretched that body, made it asymmetric, love that ball even more. When they came out with like Zone Classic, that line of bowling balls, crazy good performance. Very versatile with lane patterns, very versatile with drill options, and also versatile for many players. That's why the zones is just king of the hill there, and why. Look at this rack. This could be an 8-pin. 8-pin time. Maybe we'll roll a 2, I don't know. Hold? No. It's trying too hard to read the pocket. That's okay. Even at that angle though, had plenty of power back to the pins. When I cut it short, didn't really hold pocket. So let's switch over to the pearl, see what we got. Yeah, we got a lot of oil on that ball there. Now, mindset changes a little bit. I don't think I can throw it as hard now that we're opening up angles. So, we're just gonna have to see. Wait and see type thing, right? Maybe that's what it needed. Maybe it needs some launch angle. I don't know. Oh, here it comes. Oh, they're starting to develop now a little bit. Now I feel like I'm getting matched up with that ball. Got the speed down in the zone where I think it's perfectly matched for the pattern. There's plenty of friction to the right. Last video of the day for me. But that ball did not overskid. That ball saw the lane perfect and obviously hit with a lot of authority at the pins. That was a no-doubter. Let's try it again. It's in more. Still recovered. Okay. We're starting to see 2 different motions out of these bowling balls, and we have already, but they're starting to expand now. Length, flip, earlier roll, dig in, heavy roll. Not as dramatic back end for the danger zone and the pearl, obviously a lot more. And I'm curious to see what everybody thinks when they get these. How much different are they going to be on your pattern? I don't know. Oh, I grabbed it. Hooking. Didn't overreact. Ball loves friction. Got it there early. Aced them. So, that zone for the pearl, pretty good. I'm going to earmark that one. I don't know if it's going to get better than that. That was 3 shots that were just no doubt. So, let's move it again. Let's get into 30 now. Is this going to be too much? I don't know. I'm going to throw 3 shots and find out. All right, here we go. 30. That's in. What do you say? Oh. I feel like I'm 16 years old again. Get new toys, zones. Those came out in '96. So these ones coming out right around the 30th anniversary. Obviously this one was not a thing back then, but there were pearl versions. Combat Tracer, Sapphire Pearl. But now, little upgraded cover stock, still Powerkoil, additive package, HK22. What do you say? Get up. Okay, got that out a lot wider. No problem. Got to the friction, it loves it. Dug in, got back. Now, if you bowl on high friction, which is pretty much everybody, I don't know if anybody says, hey, my center puts out too much oil. I don't hear that much very often. It's always the opposite. Like, hey, I don't have any oil. How do you throw these balls? Well, we might have just found one for you. All purpose. You got a pearl, you got a solid, you got the cool factor, you got that vintage look, and modern performance. That's a great shot. Ah, of course I don't strike on it. Maybe a little firm. That's all right. Time to get back into the black one. Original danger zone from this zone. Staying at 30. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think now that I can get the hand involved at the bottom, we can kind of open up the lane and really get more out of this ball. So let's do it. Gonna feel like a Brunswick World Team Challenge Tour Super Nintendo Pro throwing this ball. That's gonna strike. Ho, ho, ho. Insanity. Confidence. Here. When you get a ball that just feels good, looks good, you're confident with, it just all translates on the lane with how you throw it. If you're ever tentative about throwing a ball and not sure, it shows. It shows with your performance. You know, you're hesitant, reluctant to throw the shot. And no, I'm just letting it eat right now. Oh, I ain't. Went through that whole spiel, felt confident, and then crowbarred it a whole galaxy to the left. What are you gonna do? I'm human. And hey, this is a longer review. So if I get tired towards the end, that's just what happens, right? That's all right. I can do a 40-minute video. I'm not gonna make you do that. You won't sit through that anyway. All right, one more shot here. Hopefully not tug left. Oh, dirty dog. 4 pin's okay. That means it has a lot more in the tank for what I'm gonna need it to do here from 35. I never thought this ball would be still in play this far left, but still flaring a ton. Oh, 48. It's kind of medium high. All right, let's move all the way to 35. 3 more shots with each. Do I take speed off? Do I just hook around the pattern? Or do I stay more firm? I don't know. Slower hook. Oh, don't do that. Don't let off. Yeah, this thing's hooking. I feel like I maybe toned down a little bit too much. And the ball said, come on, dude. I'm a danger zone. You don't think I can handle it? You can handle it. All right, I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it. Get a little extra moisture in the thumb there. Let's give it a little bit more. It says yes. Whew. Almost 8 pin. That was probably a little more up the back of the ball, if anything, but a little more speed. A little more online, ball just trucks. All right, one more shot with this ball here. All right, let's get around the side of it more. Let's get this thing going sideways at the end. Let's see how much it can do that. Cowabunga, dude. Danger zone's legit. Let's go to the Pearl. Let's see if it can hold its own. Or is it gonna be too clean, not enough on the back? Don't know. But the shiny polish versus compound might be the difference. We're about to find out. 3 shots here. Hope you guys are enjoying this tandem review, something we never really do. There it is. It wouldn't be the ultimate danger zone video without an 8-pin now, would it? Would it? Cool. Well, at least we know it's capable of doing it. Trip the 2 pins with the danger zone, and with the Pearl, 8-pin. A little rude, but well deserved. Had no problem hooking though. That's in, crunch. Terrible rack. Doesn't matter. Good rack, I 8-pin. Bad rack, flush. One more shot. Now we gotta start thinking about the best zones. I still got it remembered. I'm gonna talk to you about that in a second. But I remember where I was at. Thinking 25 for this one and 20 on the danger zone. Let's do it. Oh, it's in. Is it gonna hold? Nope. All right. Hey, I need to talk to the guy that does my lanes. Tell him to bump up that oil in the middle. It's not enough. I need it more walled. More walled. All right. Last 2 shots. We'll shot 25 with the Pearl. We'll go to 20 with the danger zone. Felt like these were the right zones. Perfect matchup. Yep, still is. Still is. Trip everything. Get that 4.9 out of there. This has been a wild review, hasn't it? Gone from one to the other, crazy carry, typical hits here and there, but rolling 2 pins, stoning 8 pins, and the occasional 10 pin, it happens. Let's finish this out on 20 board with the danger zone. Welcome back to the Brunswick lineup. Wow, wow, wow. So pumped for the return of the danger zones to the Brunswick line. Always feels like it's been too long, and they always seem to come back. And now it seems like they're gonna stick with this new plan of bringing a new one out every year, one to launch a solid and a Pearl same time. So, hope you learned quite a bit about the new danger zones, revamped for 2025. So, Pearl, solid, what was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Check out all the merch on Inside Bowling. This one's not one of them. We did a retro throwback. Looks pretty cool. Check out the crew. Memberships are available to you. If nothing else, please subscribe. Trying to get to 40K by the end of the year. Gonna need your help. Please tell a couple friends about my channel. Let's see if we can get that last push that we need at the end of the year to get there. Till then, see you on another video. Talk soon.